and the eventual ascension is not fiction, but it's actually a real blueprint for unlocking human potential. And we always have to remember, or I have to always make sure that I speak on how storytelling in the form of movies can always or also relate to higher spiritual principles and ideals. And that's what we're going to get into. So in this Patreon exclusive deep dive, we're going to go beyond the symbolism and uncover how you can embody these principles in your spiritual journey. We'll break down energy work and consciousness expansion and the occult lessons that are revealed about human evolution, because everybody does not make it to the occult path. Everybody doesn't get there. It's not really for everybody. Everybody doesn't deal with the symbolism. And I can honestly, in this day and age, I can understand why. And that's because something that has been kind of hijacked in a way and monetized or capitalized on in a form of misdirection, and people tend to only just look at the symbols, and it can become a form of an obsession. It can become a means of feeding that spiritual ego, when in actuality the symbols are supposed to be keys. They're keys to unlocking your potential, to tapping more into your spiritual body, your spiritual ascension, your spiritual enlightenment. And there's not a lot of that. Everything is so bombarded. In the age of information, the greatest weapon is misinformation. And I say that, like I said, to mean that we can get so caught up in the symbolism, but you have to bring it full circle and bring it back to yourself. What's the point in the symbolism if you don't understand what it means for the self-reflection, the going inward? That's the most important part, because we can become consciously aware of the government or whatever, all these things that's happening in the world, but you will not be able to change those things if you cannot do your own inner work. And we can take a lot of that energy and project it outward and stay in a rage phase, or just stay in an accumulating information phase, when the goal is to transform. The goal is to align with your highest potential. So that's what we're going to get into, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into